All right, what is up, y'all? It's your boy Playmaker here. Playmaker X 8D. That's really Playmaker X. If you really want to know, I just put the X and the 8D for the smiley face. But anyway, it's your boy Playmaker X here. I recently just made an achievement here in Madden. I am now the number one superstar KO player in the world once again. I was in Madden 25, and now I am here in 26. So we hitting back to back. So far, obviously, I am number one. Maybe there's always still time for somebody to take my spot, but for now that at least as long as y'all know, y'all about to hear from the best. I want to show y'all some tips and tricks that can help you guys further your game and help you get better all together in Superstar KO. For my Superstar KO fans that like to come in here constantly and just have fun repeatedly, game after game, and all that stuff. Or just simply want to, because I've learned, like, being obviously the best player on here, that there are fans out there of Superstar KO, and they don't even like to play like the regular Madden or the like regs or like MUT or hell even the Superstar, the computer franchise mode everybody likes to play. I don't know. There's all different kinds, but I know there's people that are on here that like to play Superstar KO. So this is for you guys, for the people that enjoy Superstar KO more than the other game modes they got on here. So let me just show you proof that I'm number one. So you see my name, TTV Playmaker XAD. Who's on the top? That's me. Um, oh man, I can't even. I'm not even gonna describe what I went through to get here, but um, I'm gonna sift through the leaderboard because I like to see what changed over time when I go back into videos from like 2 months from now, maybe like obviously more. But I'm gonna scroll through so I can come back to look to see who was on here and what changed, and then we'll go back up. But yeah, you see like this stuff. I mean, this stuff gets competitive, man. Like the lowest high score on here is 18, and 18 is pretty. It's actually good, but it's pretty low compared to what it was last year. Cause like last year the lowest score was like in the 30s easily. It not no 20s nowhere. So that alone should tell you how hard this game has gotten, and this game is kind of buggy at the same time. If you've seen like my high score video, I obviously beat the record, got the high score, but I didn't lose to nobody when I lost my streak. I got booted out by EA servers and they desynced me for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, that's besides this whole point. But just going through, I'm about to tell you like you know how to perform at your best here. So um, shoot, let's backtrack it. Hmm, yeah, we can backtrack this. Um, shoot, before we there's a lot of steps to this, man. So even just before stepping on the field, man, even before even getting in the game mode itself, I'll go through my past settings and whatnot. Um, I won't go through it too in depth, but I'll just hover over it. We got passing type, placement, accuracy. I don't do the passing slowdown. That's for CPUs anyway. Pass lead increase none. Reticle speed at 3. Reticle visibility uh, user only. Meter visibility user only. Uh, no, not wait. AI wide receiver for user teams. Says yeah, would attempt to catch. Oh yeah, I turned this off because this is a big one for me because whenever if you turn this on, say you're like trying to throw a 2 point conversion and you throw a short pass, or if you're just like trying to throw like a any pass really, like say you're wide open for a run and you're trying to say you're trying to aggressive catch it, but if the dude was wide open, the CPU would like rack catch it, which is run after catch instead of aggressive, and they do it for you if you don't click a button. So I don't really like that, and it's like you don't really have too much control over that. So I had to turn this off. So honestly, that's pretty big if you guys are into detail with this. Um, these are on user only. Defensive ball hawk definitely on. I don't like my auto flip defense on. I just do that manually if I feel like it. Excuse me. Defensive heat seeker assist on. Defensive heat seeker window size on 200%. Help me out. Switch stick delay. I keep it on moderate because I like to switch stick the hell out of this. Uh, Out of my players and trying to get to where the ball or where I think the ball's going to go as fast as I can because sometimes I might have that late reaction, and if I can just uh, like switch over to the players as fast as I can, it helps a whole lot. So you guys can keep most people keep it on slight, but I personally keep it on moderate because I like to. I know like what I'm doing with it. So if you're like a beginner, I would keep it on slight so you don't like mess yourself up trying to confuse yourself on what player to go to from player to player. But if you're like more advanced, I would definitely go moderate. If you know how to use a switch stick, switch sticking is so big in this game, guys. You guys gotta learn how to switch stick. If you want me to make videos about switch sticking, I can definitely do that. Defensive switch assist, I keep that on. And then this is just CPU stuff. I don't even mess with.
Menu
And yeah,
narration set to 100.
okay. So yeah, those are my settings. You can go through and pause if you feel like it. Hopefully, I don't make this video too long, guys. I really have a problem with that sometimes. But all right. So yeah. So when we gone over, obviously, you're hearing it from the best here. This is not no fluke. Like just somebody. This is the best of the best. Obviously, from if you go on my recent videos, I got proof hitting the best highest streak in 25 to 122. Now I'm 65 here. Obviously, would be more if EA allowed me to, but this is where we're at. So, obviously, if you're going for the streak, you want to play on Infinite. A lot of people really go switch to Superstar KO mode, and that's just like your original way of how Superstar KO was played. It's traditional. You get your three players you select and you build your team along the way, getting three more wins, 3 or 4 more wins. Yeah, get like 4 wins and you win the championship, and you collect a player along the way each win. But I mean, personally, I don't find nothing fun in that. I mean, like you win 6 games, boom, then what? Start over again. If you like that, go ahead, man. But personally, I'm not with it. I'd rather just keep going if I can keep beating everybody. I mean, I just personally think it's more fun that way. But you got your infinite mode, which is the way to do it. They still got NFL mode for the people who want to obviously play with NFL teams. This is how you can go play with NFL teams, and you can play with 1 to 3 people, 2 to 3 people. So you can play with another person and 2 other people. Same goes for Superstar KO. If there's some people who don't know that, so I will explain that. So yeah, you can go obviously 1v1s, twos, threes, and if you can do the 2v2s and 3v3s. If you get a high streak in the infinite mode, it definitely counts to your the leaderboard. If you go pretty high, say you get like you got 3v3 and you get a game winning streak of 40. All three of you guys would be up there. You guys will all have 40, but all three of you guys could be up there. So this leaderboard does pertain to anybody that is in a team or just obviously by yourself. Let me get in a party here so that I don't start talking in the CP. I mean, in game chat with these people. Now, we're gonna get into team selections. I'll explain the teams. Um, Teams is big. A lot of people, I go through a lot of people that watch Superstar KO. I mean, that play, and they just don't understand what they're getting into when they pick these teams. You got the fundamentals over here, record breakers, GNP, and Dot City. Those are the only four teams you can select. GNP, you got um, heavy. Okay, so when it comes to this, you got to look at the right side over here. So you got your passing offense, passing defense, rushing offense, and rushing defense. Okay, so let me get into this a little bit. Hopefully, I won't go too far into it. But there's people that genuinely do not know. So I wanna make this as like clear as possible for the KO fans that just don't are just not educated because I don't see any type of videos like this out here. So GNP, I'll go over Dot City here in a minute, but we'll start with GNP. GNP is your running, your very strong running, rushing offense, rushing defense team. Like if you see where it says SP, which stands for skill points, that pertains to the playbook of the team. So if obviously rushing offense, if the skill points are all the way up, they're gonna have a bunch of run plays, right? Rushing defense, they're going to have a bunch of rushing defensive plays. Passing offense, if they don't barely have any, like GNP does, they have one. They have not a lot of passing offensive plays. Same with defense. So you got to know what you're getting into. So you have all these run plays, but then when you need to pass the football, what can you muster up with a small amount of pass plays that this playbook potentially says it has? Same with passing defense. If you need a good passing defense, what are you really going to do? So you got to make sure if you're going to use this team that you are a stacked Madden defensive player. You got to know how to run a defense if you're going to do this. And sometimes you can get lucky, but game after game, there's going to be people who can exploit that defense. So if you know how to run your defense, you will be fine. But if not, it will be challenging for you. So just know what you're getting into with that. Now you got record breakers, a lot of passing offense, a lot of rushing offense. So obviously they're a heavy offensive team. Passing defense and rushing defense, they're not there. They only have one skill point for that. They don't. They're not very good with the passing. Obviously, the passing defense and the rushing defense, so they don't got a lot of blitz plays. Not a lot of strong zone coverage plays. I mean, obviously they're gonna have man in your zones, but they don't have like a cover four or some type of like very conservative defense for you to run. So they got your cover twos, cover threes, but it's only just like a select few between each. It's not a lot. So you gotta know that. You have all the offensive in the world, but you don't got a lot of defense. So you gotta know that and get into this. Now you got fundamentals. They don't have a lot of rushing offense and a lot of rushing defense. So they're not good when it comes to the rushing part of the game. But passing offense and passing defense, they're pretty good. So if you are a person who can pass the ball a lot and pass and play pretty safe passing defense, I think you'll be okay if you don't like to run the ball a lot. But if you do like to send blitzes, you're not gonna have that luxury so much with this team, as they don't have a lot of rushing defensive plays. Um, so yeah, they're pretty all right. They're not too bad. Yeah, like mid. Like if you know how to use the fundamentals, they have a pretty good passing scheme. They have the thing with them though is that in their offense they come out in almost like the same type of formation. So they always have three backs in the field. They always have no two. They always have two backs in the field. They always have a fullback and a running back in the backfield. They always have that in almost every formation they have. So if you know if that's okay with you, and you obviously they have a run play, a couple run plays, maybe a few. If you know how to maneuver your way around with this team, and just operate it fundamentally with the fundamentals, I think you can honestly be okay. But just know that you might struggle. You might struggle defensively if you got a person like GNP spamming heavy run plays and stuff. So just know the knowledge. Just know, okay. Now we're gonna go to the one I should have went over first since this is the first selection, but I'm going over this one last because personally it is my favorite, and I would like to explain this to y'all. All right, so Dot City, they got a lot of offensive plays, and a lot of passing defensive plays. Rushing defensive plays and rushing offensive plays and rushing defensive plays. They are very laxing, but I've personally found a way that it doesn't really matter when it comes to rushing because not everybody that you play is like running heavily. I mean, of course you run into your people that run the ball, and it's frustrating to play against if it's hard to control. Sometimes you can get a good little run stop here and there, but you just gotta do your best to moderate to to keep those people at bay because I mean they will abuse it if they know your rushing defense is not good. So that means the rushing can be good because you can still send an all blitz. You can still do that. You just gotta adjust. You just gotta figure out how to adjust. Just make sure that you know that it's gonna be a run play. If not, you might be messed up. And it's just a gamble when it comes to that. But if so, even if that's the case and they're running a lot, that's okay. That means you're slowing your opponent down and making them take a while to score then rather than them passing the ball. So if they start passing the ball, then they're playing into your hand with the amount of passing defensive plays you got on here. Now, just cause oh wow, yeah, we're gonna start off with this. Um, just know that you gotta I don't know what I'm saying here. Just know that what you're getting into with the playbooks that you gotta understand what to expect whenever you're picking the teams because you can't be like, oh, where's all the run plays? Where's all the? They're not there because you didn't take time to look at the base of what the team has to offer. So when it comes to picking your players, now this can go either way, really. Now, Josh Allen, to me personally, is one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Um, I personally think Jared Goff is for a whole bunch of reasons. But when you come to player selections, make sure that you're reading their abilities and make sure, like, obviously you want like green, blue, hot, or purple. Purple's the best, and common is the lowest. Common being like the white players, and then the green is the second highest players, which they're uncommon, I think, right? Yeah, uncommon. And oh, this is a interesting. I don't really need a try hard team, but you got people like Kyle Pitts. You got your double me's, yak 'em up, max security, and make sure you know what. Oh no! I'm gonna get this receiver for a big reason. Um, just practically just know what you're getting into once you're picking your players. Make sure you know that what player does what with abilities and what position they're at. So um, I can go into depth about that more later, but let me just pick out these teams. So you got a cornerback, defensive tackle. Now normally I don't like really any of these selections, but I do know that if I pick defensive backs, that is something I like to do. So I'm gonna go with this cornerback here, um, and I'll show you that for a reason. For another reason, I picked the two receivers. Normally I would have went with Kyle Pitts, but I picked two receivers for something I want to show y'all later once we get in here. Hopefully we can find a middle linebacker. No, dang, that's okay. Strong side cornerback. Let's just pick the cornerback here. Um, and that's the thing. They don't really give you like the best selections when it comes to this. I don't know why. Sometimes it's hard to find just about next to anybody. So if you get lucky getting a good squad, then just you better do your best to take advantage of that. And I will show you guys what it's like. Okay, so look, you got a blue weak side linebacker or the a strong safety. Normally, I would like to have a strong safety, but I'm gonna show you guys why I like to pick the weak side linebacker. Hopefully, one game there's gonna be a opportunity where I can show you why I do that. But it's not even just that it's a weak side linebacker. It's because it's a linebacker. Um, Preferably, I like to use middle linebackers for a big reason. But right now, I'm just gonna do my best to show you guys what's gonna happen in this game. So, player selections are huge, man. You wanna, in my opinion, I don't think Patrick Mahomes, which is the base quarterback for every team, I don't think he has good pass accuracy. So I like to tend to pick a quarterback, but I like to pick a quarterback with good pass accuracy, rather than one that likes to run all over the field like Lamar Jackson. And that's just been the meta for a lot of years with Madden. Everybody just like to run with quarterbacks because it's just the easier way to go. But me personally, I like to use skill. So hold on, let me not get into this. I'm just gonna pick a basic play. I'm not gonna make no adjustments here. I'm just gonna pick a play, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do here, and what you're able to do as well. So if you guys don't know, so hopefully this guy doesn't wash me in the first few plays. Oh god, gotta play defense. All right, so if you guys don't know, you guys are able to make substitutions. So how do you do that? So they'll bring you to a screen selection of plays to pick from. You click B to get out of it, and then you go to hold on, let me pick a play here. But if you saw in that menu, it says all plays, formation, and then whatever else was after. And right next to all plays is formation. You want to go to formation. Go to formation and go to the formation defense you like to run. So I have two formations. So I like to use dollar. So if I go to hover over dollar and I click Y or triangle for PlayStation, you can hover over players to select what team. To select what players you want to pick in your team. And there's obviously substitutional players that's preset for you to choose from. So I'll go through one. I'll go through one substitution. You click B, click Y, and then I'm gonna go to the very left cornerback, which is Jalen Ramsey. I'm gonna click on him, and I'm gonna scroll down. And who's that? What's his name? I think his name Darnell Moore. I forgot his name. DJ Moore. DJ Moore. This is DJ Moore on the very left side. I just traded him out for Jalen Ramsey. That's one of the wide receivers I chose. Oh my gosh. This guy's getting on me. It was one of the wide receivers I chose. Now I'm going to go to the right side. And all you're doing is just flicking up or down to flick through the players. So I'm clicking down, and I got to the right side. Now I'm going to click that and then go into the receivers, and I put in Chris Godwin. So you should see on the right side, Chris Godwin. And he's a wide receiver. Now, you can only do this in those positions with wide receivers. Those are the only two positions you can do that with. You can't do it with tight ends. You can't do it with a quarterback. You can't do it with a running back. If you get what I'm saying, you can't do that with other people. Okay, so just understand that you can only do that with wide receivers. That's why I chose two, so that you guys can understand the advantage you can have over the people you're playing against. Now, hopefully this guy doesn't score here. Now I'm gonna try to quickly substitute two more of the cornerbacks that I chose. Oh, okay, that's not good. All right, I'm gonna quickly substitute two of the cornerbacks I chose. I got who's this? Greg Newsome up here. I'm gonna trade him in for whoever, Tariq Woolen, sure. And then I got C.J. Gardner Johnson, and traded him in for who did I have up here? Oh, Garrett Williams, Darius Williams. But yeah, I traded my cornerbacks into my safety positions. And I put him in this. Yeah, I traded out my cornerbacks and put him in the safety position. Hold on, let me do this over so that I can have this the way I want. Now, obviously, I didn't play good offense right there. I mean, defense right there, because I'm trying to show you guys. But once we get into more games, I'll try my best to keep showing you guys that, so you get a better understanding, and try to go through it a little faster so that you guys can see what I'm talking about here. So same with substitution on offense. I like defense. I like to do it on offense as well for players that I like. Now, you don't have to do the substitutions. You don't have to. This is just what I like to do. But let's start on offense. I normally do substitutions on offense. So you see how I have Derrick Henry in the backfield. I have Travis Kelce on my right side tight end and Kyle Pitts on my left side tight end. Look at this. Let's pick a play here. Just get through it. All right. Now, I don't like Kyle Pitts on the inside. I like him more on the outside on the right. So I'm going to trade him in for Darren Waller and put him over where Travis Kelce is. And then I'm going to go over down to the running back position and go to McCaffrey and trade him out. Now, how do you do that? It's the same as it was on defense. You go over from all plays and you switch down to formation in the menu. You go down to formation and you just click Y or triangle for PlayStation, and then you just go in and substitute whoever you want, right? Now I'm gonna try to get this first down right here. Hopefully he don't scope me. All right. Oh, go. All right, get down. There we go. We'll take that. All right. Now, the trick to this is now in the receiver position, I got Chris Godwin, DJ Moore. Let's say we want to trade out DJ Moore, right? Well, I don't have to, but if you go down, you see, who is this? Greg Newsome down in the Reds, which is, the Reds is a player that's really not supposed to be there. But Greg Newsome is a cornerback that we chose previously. And look, now he's out there on the field. So you can trade in cornerbacks. Let's go down. You can trade in cornerbacks for your wide receivers as well on offense. I'll see if I can try and get him open. But from what I've learned, they don't catch very well. But I do like the speed they give against the defense you're going against. So I try to utilize that. And if I don't have another receiver I'm using, so long as I chose a cornerback. Okay, so he caught that one. No, and they do catch pretty well. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's like a 50-50, honestly. But I normally don't sub him in. I only sub him in if I really feel like I need to on a different formation. But just let that be known. You can sub in cornerbacks for your wide receiver positions. Now, let's see if I can get it. Hold on. The guy's trying to get me. All right, let me stop. I could keep going, bro. I could keep going, but I'm trying to be I'm trying to teach y'all. Okay, so long for the tight end positions. Say I wanted to trade Darren Waller out, I could put, let's say, Fred Warner. If you guys know who Fred Warner is, he's a amazing linebacker. Um, I got him. I subbed him in for the tight end position. This is something now not a lot of people really know, man. Let's go down. And yeah, just let that know. Just let that be known. That is a thing you can do. Now imagine if you chose a superstar. Say you got Roquan Smith, you put him on, and you could do the same thing here. That just obviously I didn't have a middle linebacker, but I didn't have a middle linebacker that I chose. But just let them be known you can do that. But the position has to be middle linebacker. It can't be weak side or strong side. It has to be middle linebacker exactly. Yeah, that's a touchdown. All right, we'll go with that. But yeah, just let them know. Be known you can do substitutions right here all day, man. All day. And hopefully I can get this 2.3 version here. Oh shoot. All right. There you go. We'll take that. Now let's go. Now we're gonna get the tug of war. Now I can see how we're gonna get this defense set up. Okay, so I got. So you can trade in linemen out too, but I just like to trade this bottom right lineman for an edge because they're a little bit faster, and you always want speed on the field. And I like, Aiden Hutchinson on the right side for the lineman position because he has a little bit of power and speed. So I mean, some type of pressure. I know I ain't gonna get a lot of pressure with this defense. Ooh, that's good right there. I know I ain't gonna get a lot of pressure with this defense, but it's the point to how I play is slowing your opponent down as best you can, and just making them second guess themselves. All right, this guy. Oh snap! I did not do that right. Oh god. All right, let's go with that. That's a dot. Goodbye. Oh no, I should have kept running. That was bad. But y'all can technically see, the gist of this. So when I get my defense in and I get to do a strong series for y'all, hopefully, obviously, I can get a stop here. I mean, in the next game if I win. But, oh man, this guy really likes these corner routes over here. Hopefully he goes cover 2 here and just throw a beam. Yep, he went cover 2.
56, 319, alert!
All right, here we go.
What's that?
This game. All right. And part of obviously winning games, bro. I'm doing something that I'm not telling y'all about. I'm reading my opponent's defense. You got to read your opponents, bro. You got to read your opponents. And I'll tell y'all about the plays to select too. I'm not going over that very well. And the on-field adjustments that I'm doing that without telling y'all. But I'm just trying to show y'all. I'm just trying to slow it down and show y'all what you're capable to do, because I do this stuff all the time, and not a lot of people really do the same thing, which is okay. But I just want it to be. I want to be fair and let this be known to people who are just confused and wondering, how do I not keep winning games? Why can't I get a streak? Why can't I? For the people who do care. So I'm just trying to be helpful for those people and just be an example of this. So what I do here is, before I even go to substitutions, I'm in the flat menu. Nothing. I haven't selected anything. I click the right stick, go all the way down. Here, I'll do it after this, and then I'll do the substitutions. So if you're ever not ready for a play, back your players up, bro. Don't do it out of fear. Just back them up because you know you're not ready and anything is able to come your way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, that's why. This is why. This is why. That's like a prime example. Obviously, I was not ready for that. Okay, I don't know why he did that. Obviously, I was not ready for that. But obviously, if your user's good enough, get over there and just, try your best to make a tackle. But like I was trying to tell you, I click the right stick. I go all the way down to safety depth. I put that on close. And the width, I put it on pinch. Look like they added some new things. But I put it on pinch. So I'll go there. But I always do that before. Uh-oh, he's going in. Oh boy. Now obviously I don't have my defense set up. That's okay. It's too bad. I'll set up best I can here with the amount of time I'm limited to, but I'm so used to doing this though, so it's really not a problem for me setting this up. But I'll go here. I practically got this defense set up the way I want, so I just gotta wait. I just gotta be patient enough. Hopefully I can get a stop on them here. Nice. See? You see how important it is to make those substitutions? I had if I didn't make those substitutions, I wouldn't have had a strong cornerback or safety up there to make that play, to help me make that play. Because I was guarding somebody else, so he seen that, so he went somewhere else and decided to go elsewhere, and that's where I had coverage. So that helps you win, and that helps you win games and move on to the next round. Because if I come out, go down and get 8, game's over. I didn't have to really worry. I didn't really have to stress about him scoring that touchdown in the end. So blocking. Let's not do that. Okay. So obviously make your substitutions, and you don't have to do the exact substitutions I'm doing. I'm just letting this be known. Like, you can substitute however you want with wherever you want. But before I do the substitutions, normally I click the right stick. It's before or after, it doesn't matter. I go down and click to the blocking, and I just put it on aggressive. And this new feature they added, I put this on base, and the ball carrier, conservative. Now it's not always going to be likely that the blocking is going to be phenomenal, but normally when I do this, the blocking is pretty good. And the base is a new formation, and I'm learning that it's pretty good within itself. And the ball carrier, the reason why I do that is because when I put them on ball carrier, they never fumble. Let me repeat that. When you put your ball carrier on conservative, they never fumble. And I just did it. If you didn't see what I did, you can go back and rewind it and go look at it. Hopefully I can get a good read here. Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. But yeah, that no matter, now they can fumble though. They can fumble. Those guys can fumble as long as the opponents you're going against, they have to have avalanche. If the opponent you're going against has a player that has avalanche for their ability, you will fumble if they hit stick you. So you gotta look out for that. So the way you do that is you hold left trigger and you put the right stick up. And normally it glitches like this sometimes, so you gotta just see what players and be familiar with the team you play against. And just know where the superstars are. As long as you know where the superstars are, just don't throw near them or don't run near them. He has 2 D linemen, so I know they don't have avalanche, because avalanches only come from linebackers and safeties. So, here we go. And we win the game here. Yeah. But yeah, man, just know that if you do, no matter what ball carrier setting you put it on, you can fumble as long as the opponent has avalanche. Now, if they don't have avalanche, you don't never, ever have to worry about fumbling, ever. I don't know if that's what it's like in regs and MUT, but I know this. You don't ever have to worry about fumbling, ever, bro. And I know that from experience because I've never fumbled. And I be jumping in the air, getting hit in the air when I dive for extra yards, or someone's coming to hit stick me and hit sticks me real hard with a small player, or I mean, they just don't fumble. And I've experienced it. I've went through so many trials and error. I mean, they have never fumbled, not once, and I know it for a fact. So, but that one time I did fumble, I had to realize, why did he just get me like that? It was because he had an avalanche player, and that's how you learn. So look, we'll go through it again. You click the right stick, you go you go all the way down to blocking, put it on aggressive, auto pass protection on base, and the big one with the no fumbling ball carrier setting, put that on conservative. Once you do that, you're smooth sailing, no fumbling. Don't ever have to worry about that ever again. So we'll go here, just make it read. All right. Now let's talk about reading defenses. That dude was in cover two. Notice what your players are picking. Madden's fortunate enough to give you what play you selected and your opponent. So if it looks like they keep coming out in the same thing, throw to what's open. Okay, so this looks like, I think, the same play, the cover two. So it was open on the left side, so hopefully it'll be open on the right, which it is. Okay, and if you guys notice, whenever I pick any pass play, the side that my receivers are on, they're gonna be on the side that has the most field to work with. So you see how we're on the right hash, my receivers are on the left side of the field. They have more room to work with, and that's what I want, because I don't want them getting bunched up and screwed up in a little jumbo that we don't need to go through. So that allows my players to roam more freely, and I can just pass the ball effortlessly. Now that person. I guess that was he's blitzing. It was like cover zero basically. He just blitzing a bunch of people and just got man defense to help. But yeah, obviously I'm just scoring so easily because I've been through these motions, and I've seen so many of these looks. So it's like second nature to me. I just know where to go and know what to do. All right, here. And that's just my bread and butter play. Normally, I like to throw to the outside receiver that's going in on the in route. Most of the time it's open, but sometimes it be getting shut down. So that's not a play you always want to go with. You want to just go for like a play that spreads your players out in the red zone. Like you want something like something to rely on. And another thing, when you go for your 2-point conversions, yes, that's what we want. That was a double me receiver, and we just shut him down because I clicked on, made the play. But I want to get my cornerbacks up top so that I have some help up there. All right, now I got my offense set up. So yeah, just go through. You can slow it down. You can rewind, however you got to do to see how I'm just clicking through these adjustments. And he's going again. He got me. Okay, so he has 2 double me wide receivers, and that's what some people do on here. That alone is kind of hard to play against in itself. And this guy has Josh Allen. This guy also has Josh Allen. So, it's kind of just, it's kind of pick your poison type of thing sometimes. Sometimes it gets a little difficult, and that's okay. But just know that, just do your best, no matter what. Just expect, sometimes you gotta expect the wildest things, bro. Because, sometimes you just get on here and get mossed up like it's nothing. It's hard to witness, but sometimes you just gotta accept what's going on, man. Just, do nothing but adjust to it. You can't whine about it most of the time, because he ain't gonna hear you out no matter what. So you just gotta adjust to what you're going against. So here I adjusted my nickel defense while I was just talking, and I got it to where I have Matt Milano, my linebacker down there on
56,
the very right.
56.
I put him on a QB spy,
319.
and if in case if the dude tries to roll out a lot, and I normally just try to do my best to play defense here. Ah, see, yeah, he got me on that. See, this guy's not too bad. This guy's not too bad. He's making good good reads on these plays. So you just got to do your best, man. Sometimes you can have all the tools, but you just don't have the pieces. All right, now he's going to roll out. I'm sending the spy in. I'm sending the spy in. Do you see this? Oh, nice. You see how that forced him? You see why? Okay, I went in the nickel formation. I put my weak side linebacker, which is Matt Milano, or it could be middle or strong. It doesn't matter as long as it's a linebacker that you chose. You put him on the right or left side of the line in the substitutions, and I already showed you how to substitute. So don't act like how do you substitute? I already showed you. So go back and look. I put them on but they can be on the line too, as long as it's left or right side of the line. I put him on the outside. I normally always put my linebackers on the right side of the line, and I put them on a QB spy. So, how you do that is you hover over your opponent, you click A, and then you flick the right stick to the left. Flick the right stick to the left. That's how you put them on a spy, but you got to hover over them if you want to do that manually. I can show you how to do it without doing it manually if I have time, but that's normally how you want to do that. And that stops your people who like to roll out a lot, like your Lamar Jackson spammers, and that's I mean it doesn't stop them completely, but it slows them down a whole lot, and it makes them have to decide on something different than what they're used to. And that forces your opponent to fold over and like, oh man, what do I got to do now? And it makes them think, and then it makes them work harder to score a touchdown. So you want to just it's just working your opponent, man. Do what you can to stress your opponent out. That's what you want. Get up. It's all right. So yeah, man, I'm just going here. I'm not gonna go on a tremendously long streak. I'm just trying to show you guys what to learn from here, from going game to game in this.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
So look, what I see here is cover two, the way it's set up, because you got your two safeties up top, and then it's evenly matched in the middle. So you can tell that's cover two. So what lanes are going to be open? One of those three lanes, either B or X. But if you do X, you got to lead it inside. Watch this. Oh no. No. It was man. That was man. No, it wasn't. Normally, I don't know. In the cover two, they don't follow their receivers like that. That was weird. But that's okay. If it glitches like that or something like that, because he was not playing man. I mean, he was not playing a zone coverage for some reason. The receiver that's over X, that he's supposed to be open. But if that's not open, that's okay. Either your wide receiver, your tight end over here will be open, or B. So just B. Wait. I'll throw it to B. Boom. Like nothing ever happened. And it was the same exact play. It was the same exact everything. And you want to know how? Look at the top right after every play. And the very left side will be the top. And then the two plays that you see, the one that's on the left is the one that your opponent chose. And he chose Tampa 2. So always look at that. Play after play. See what was he in? And if it looked like that, and if the formation looked like that, and it come out and it looks the same, it's probably the same thing. So learn that you can put the ball somewhere else other than trying to do something that you just think is going to be open, Oh, that's a dot. I think Y was wide open if I'm right, but I'm so used to throwing that. It's like almost always open. It's like almost unstoppable. Not completely, but it's almost there. All right, so yeah, got DJ Moore on the left, Chris Godwin on the right. We'll take Newsom out. All right, now I don't have enough time, so I'm gonna pick my play. Now I'm not ready. I don't have my people up top, so I'm gonna back everybody up for safety precautions. Just run back, Try to make sure nothing's going deep. All right, it's okay. Let them get those chunk yards. That's okay. And that gives your opponent to think he's in the notion to be able to keep doing that repeatedly. So, all right, I'll go over the nickel defense here in a minute. I'll show you what I'm doing.
Great, great. Set. Down, down, down.
And when you're on defense, notice what plays they're picking too. After the play's over. Uh-oh, he messed that up. All right, so he just picked, I guess, spot double slants. Just notice the formation they're coming out in once they do that. So that formation was in gun doubles formation. He's coming out in gun doubles again. So what does that tell me? He might be doing the same play again, or he might be, switching it up and trying to trick me into do a different play that I may think is the same thing. Now it looked like he flipped it, so it might be reverse if I'm right. I don't know. Oh no! Oh, he's going up top. Oh, good stop, good stop. So yeah, that was a different play. That was a different play. Same formation, different play. Now he's going gun doubles again. So let's see if we can. Let's see what happens here. So he made 2 plays out of gun doubles. Let's see what happens there. He did the long PA post shot. Oh, same PA post shot. Same PA post shot. Nice. Clicked on, barely clicked off, so that my receiver can slow down to swat it. Because normally if I click on, I've learned that I get a lot of PIs if I try to use it my whole self. So I just try to click on, click off, and hope for the best there. Obviously, I got the 50-50 out of that. If this guy gets the first down, I'll definitely go into the nickel formation for y'all. Just to show you what I did there. Come on, come on. It's QB Spy. That's my QB Spy. That's my QB Spy. He's working. He's working. Gang. Gang. And when I'm in dollar, I'm only rushing 2. I only rush 2, and I put my right side lineman on a spy as well. And I always do it every play. And for those reasons, man, for those reasons, it never hurts to have at least one spy on the field. It doesn't have to be your lineman. It could be your linebacker or one of your slot corners, but it could be literally anybody you want. But I like to do the lineman in because they don't expect for them to just be ready to go left and right with you. If I didn't know any better, that guy, he probably would have realized he could just run left to right, and he would have abused it. But since he knows he couldn't do that, he was trying to stay back there and try to make a pass, and that's what I want because I'm Dot City and I got a very, very good passing defensive playbook. So he's playing into my hands once that's happening. So now we're on defense again. God. All right. This might be the last game here if I can describe this defense correctly. All right, so I didn't even get to pick my play. This is a whole play I did not pick. So I'm backing everybody up. I'm just gonna hope for the best here. And everything can't be perfect. Sometimes if you mess up, that's okay. Just learn from it and do better. Everything can't be perfect on here, man. If you think you have to play perfect, you're gonna stress yourself out. Just be okay with making mistakes. Every defensive play, you can't come out on top. Not every play. It just don't work like that, man. So just be patient with yourself and I seen that last second. I was gonna switch over there, but I switched too late. All right, so nickel. Here we go. Nickel formation. We're gonna left cornerback. We're switching out for DJ Moore. Right cornerback. We're switching them out for Chris Godwin. Slot corner on the left. We're gonna switch him out for Jalen Ramsey. I think he does pretty good. It could be honestly most of the slot corners do really good, but I switch back to dollar. I'm not in nickel right now. I'm just setting that defense up for when I go to nickel. Because when I go to nickel, it's normally when I go in the red zone. Ooh, I almost got that pick. Normally when I go in the red zone is when I switch to nickel. Because that's when everybody's like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to roll out with the quarterback. And I got to do whatever I can to stop that. Sorry. All right, slot corner, Jalen Ramsey. And then the top left safety, we're going to switch him out for, I think it's Darren Williams, if I'm right. And then Greg Newsome. Is Darius Williams? Is Darius Williams? I got to get those names right. Darius Williams, yeah.
Great. Delta.
But we're still not in the nickel. We're in the dollar. I'm just going back, putting maintenance on that formation before I go out. And I just work on that on the way down as my opponent's on the way down the field. So I got Demario Davis right here, and then I think it's Javarius Ward. They're in the middle too for the linebacker positions. Y'all probably wondering, where's Matt Milano? Didn't you already sub him out? I might have already, but I don't. No, I didn't actually. He comes preset on that left side. Oh, God. Nice. Good tackle. I missed that so bad. Okay. So, but I don't like linebackers at all in the linebacker positions because they are just genuinely slower. So I don't do that. So I pick a strong safety or a free safety, put him in the middle. So now I got a free safety, Javarius Ward, and strong safety, Buda Baker in the middle. For speed, you always want to have as much speed as you can on the field, no matter what. This game is all about speed, bro. I don't know why, it just is. Oh, God. No! I guess we didn't need it. I guess we didn't need it. Oh, come on. Can we take it to the crib? Can we take it to the crib? Run, buddy, run. Run. Oh, there we go. Oh, why are you running out of breath? Nice. 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 That was good. That was good there. Hey, man, if you got the defense set up, sometimes, bro, things just come in a better speed for you defensively. You don't even gotta. I didn't even have to get on offense or anything right there. And what game streak are we on? 5. We're just casually on a 5-game win streak. I know for some of you guys watching, it probably takes you a while to get there, and I understand it because if you don't know what's going on, bro, it just results to why some people and most people struggle on here. Like that guy, he probably, if he knew half of the things I knew, it would have been a better competition. And I want to make that known for people who just don't genuinely know. And there's people who do want to know, and they don't have to, but I mean, personally, if I was to get into this and want to get better, I want to be able to know that there's a way to be better on here. And I just want to show you that. So if you guys making it this far through the video, I really appreciate y'all. And I hope you guys are learning as I'm making mistakes and still succeeding somehow throughout this course of this video, this helpful video for you guys. Oh, I'm switch sticking right now if you guys don't notice. Oh. Yeah, so he just did all that rolling out, that's doing that just for 7 yards. You switch stick and you make him fear. That's what happens. All right, let's get this dollar formation set up before we get into nickel. I'll go over nickel with you guys one more time. And now the formations between each team, it's probably going to be different. So just know that you can technically do the same thing I'm doing. It's just going to be a little different for you since your defensive plays and stuff will be different. Oh, dang, I couldn't get that tackle on that. He's juking the water out of me. Oh, look, Chris Godwin. Hey, imagine if I didn't substitute Chris Godwin in. We would have never got that tackle. Now I can set my red zone defense up. I got DJ Moore on the left, Chris Godwin on the right, Jalen Ramsey for my slot, Darius Williams, and Greg Newsome for the safety positions. Now, Matt Milano's right here on the right side of the line. I must trade him out. Put him on for Shaquille Leonard, and it automatically switched him to the right side. So once I get into the play, you'll see I didn't have to manually substitute him to go over there. It just did it because he's one of the better players, so he had to just be somewhere on there. Oh, he might get the touchdown. He had a touchdown. Why did he not throw that? Wow. Okay. See, this is how scared these guys get. I mean, they just get in their heads. I don't know how and why, but. All right, and then normally in the middle, I like to put Aiden Hutchison right here because I feel like he does pretty good. I've had a good experience with the guy, so no diddy. So look, this is my nickel. Now I got Matt Milano over there ready for any rollout or anything he might try and pull off. Oh, this guy's throwing the football, so is that a touchdown? Oh, that was not a touchdown. Wow. Okay. This guy's throwing the football, so I mean that's what I want, but I mean I just gotta. That's just where you gotta learn to play better. Uh oh, he's going for a run. I should have known that. I should have known that he's going for a run. He got Jameer Gibbs. Why not? And no, most of the time they go for that run and then they pass to try and trick me. But I've learned that a lot of people do that. Oh no, he ran. This one ran, and that's okay, man. Sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. And normally, I honestly thought he was gonna run, but I got that wrong. So that's just where you learn, man. You just gotta, sometimes you gotta pick and choose your battles, man. Now you can't get everything right. Like I told you, y'all can't be perfect on here. Don't expect to be perfect. Now, with that defensive drive, I know I can hold the guy because he's not out here trying to throw 50-yard bombs or anything crazy. So I know I can compete against him. I just got to play better. Yep. Going down the field in one play. I could tell the dude was in cover three. It was obvious. But I didn't think that um that slot receiver was gonna get open like that until I saw it during the play. You don't never know who's really gonna open until the play is happening. Sometimes you can pre-tell who's gonna be open, but sometimes you just gotta see. All right, here we go. Oh, good pick. All right, yeah, that guy got the win. Good for him. Obviously, I just made a poor read right there, oh, but yeah, y'all see for the most part, y'all see what I'm talking about here. Just make sure you're just going through, making good reads. Right there, I made a good read. That guy just made a good play. The guy was open. That guy just obviously made a good play on that. So respect to that guy. GG's. Um, um, Make sure you guys are substituting the best you can. I promise you, it helps. It goes a long way. And make sure that you are making on-field adjustments. On-field adjustments. What are those? Those are like. Let me think here. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's just like putting like the QB spy that I put the people in, and the QB spy I would put people in, and then just shading your defense either over top or underneath, inside, outside, depending however you want. Just make sure you obviously just know what you're getting to, who you're gonna throw it to, and try to do your best to read your defense. Reading your defense will take you a long way, bro. Um, I wanna go through an offensive series where I can read a defense for y'all. I try to go through this with no quarterback. I mean, oh well, no big deal. Um, let's see here. We can go with Matt Milano again. Okay, but yeah. So hopefully, for the most part, I hope you guys learned a little bit of something there. Oh, Kirby Joseph. So obviously, I mean, I don't like Avalanche players because I mean, I just don't feel like they have a lot of potential to make interceptions. But I mean, if they're a blue player, especially as their defensive back, you want to take them. You definitely, I mean, this game you want to take either linebackers or defensive backs. The edge rushers and all the linemen, that's not really anything good in my opinion. It does not help a lot because a lot of them just don't get pressures. A lot of them don't really get into the mix of the play, and some of them do. Some of them do. Especially when the game first came out. Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. But now I think it might be a little better. I don't know. But let's see. I don't. I'm pretty sure I won't be surprised if I get smacked here, because I'm using a regular quarterback instead of like a good one like I just had. So let's go. This time I got Drake London and Terry McLaurin, which is pretty good. They both got pretty decent height. Drake London has really good height actually. So let's go here. I don't have my defense set up, so I backed everybody up. Um, Hopefully here, I'll try to go through everything like really fast so I can show you guys what it's like, you know, when you're in tune with all this. And then I'm going to go nickel here, switch out my corners, Janet Ramsey. I'm going to put Sauce up top, Newsom up top. Okay, this time it's a little different. I'm going to show y'all why. Hold on. Oh, shoot. That's good. Good tackle right there. This one's a little different because this one, hold on, I need to. Okay, this one, I have to sacrifice a safety, being up top and a regular player, the stock player that comes with this team, to be up top because I like to have a superstar to user in the nickel formation. Uh-oh. QB spy. Oh! My QB spy almost made a play. Come on now. Let's see. So yeah, I got Kirby Joseph right here in the middle, who I like to use her, and I'm gonna put in Shaquille Leonard on the right. It'll automatically switch Matt Milano to the left. I'm gonna let's go into a coverage here.
19.
All right, so now you see it. You see how I got Sauce Gardner up here, and then Kirby Joseph in the middle. Boom. See that? You see why I like to use her? Use her to safety. That's pretty much it, man. That's why it's just the small things, bro. The small, once you get into the small details, I had my QB spy rolling out to go get the tackle. I had my user safety. I had unfortunately I had what's his name? Sauce Gardner on the top, but I think Sauce Gardner's good because he has height and decent speed, so that's why I put him up there. This looks like cover 3. Oh yeah, I want to show you how to read a defense. So let's take a flag here. Let's take a flag here. This one will probably be my last game here. Unless if I get into the next game, if a guy who beat me comes back, I'm gonna get him. But if not, it's no big deal. Okay, so this is man coverage. What I see here is that if I have Drake London run into the post, he's going to be wide open because almost any receiver you got beats a non-superstar player. And that's my X receiver. And Kyle Pitts on the right has a chance to get open because he's fast. But there's a superstar over there, so I'm not going to want to chance that. So here, I'll just wait a little bit. Wait for Drake to get open. Throw it. Boom. Touchdown. And that's just knowing that before the play starts. If you see what kind of defense your player is in, oh my God, it gives you a lot of these. It gives you a lot of connection to your peer has been lost. You know what I mean? Or just sending your player back to the lobby or your opponent. I'll go to this next game. If it's somebody I don't know, I'm probably not gonna play them. Because normally I like to play against people I recognize or something, or the person who just beat me. But it is no big deal, bro. Yeah. Take the L, good GGs, But hopefully find somebody. I guess I don't know. But yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, pretty much the gist of it. If there's something that I may have missed, shoot. Actually, let me do this last game. How I play. I'm not even gonna explain. Just watch the gameplay. Watch this gameplay. Hopefully, obviously, I win, but watch this gameplay. Just watch how it all goes down without me having to say too much. Just playing the game. This be my last game here. All right.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. That's a lot.
And y'all can slow this down, by the way, if y'all ever want to go and watch film and be like, how did he get that open? Or what did he do? How did he know that was going to be open? Type of thing, you know? Mm. All right, here we go.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Hey, yellow. Hey, go gun, go gun, go gun. Far side.
Yeah, I thought I was going to break this. But notice, okay, I'm not trying to talk too much, but notice whenever I'm on, like, I notice that my play's ending on the very left hash of the left side of the field or the very right side of the hash. I flip the play to, obviously, like I told y'all before, where my receivers have room to run. Just notice that. Always have room for your receivers to run. This is why my players are getting open.
Far side.
Boom. See that? Boom. Oh no, my game actually just went, accidentally went in the game chat for some reason. Yeah, I just heard what I was saying. Alright. Hopefully we can get this 2 here.
Yellow.
Pretty solid team. Seems like they updated Patrick Mahomes, if I'm right. He's not throwing too inaccurately like he was before.
Far side.
Oh God. Yes, great catch. That's what a double me receiver is supposed to do. If they don't get doubled, they should be able to catch it no matter what. And that's the abilities that you got to notice, because Drake London has double me, and I mean that's the reason why I like to have him there throwing that. But luckily I don't have to adjust him to be there, so he's just automatically there. So you know, I'm just pretty much in luck with that. So that worked out for us.
Look out.
And please, guys, even though you see me backing people up, it's only because I'm doing it because I know I'm not prepared for the defense I have out. Do not go in a game and back everybody up and think that's the way to play defense. I guarantee you it is not. It is the worst way to play defense. It's leaving literally anybody underneath able to catch the football. That is just not what you want for your opponent. You want him to be confused and guess on where to have to throw because he's nervous. That's what you want. Alright, let me show y'all how to put somebody in a spy. So I got, who's that down here? I got Thomas. I'll show y'all after this play. Oh, nice. So you double tap the D-pad, the left part of the D-pad, the left D-pad button. You double tap that, and then you click A, which will be the right, the lineman on the right side, and you flick the right stick to the left. So look, watch this. Double tap, you click A, and then you flick it to the right. Now look at my right side lineman. That little orange circle indicates that he's in the QB spy. And then I'm shading my defense over top here because I think he might go up to throw it. Nope, I should have shaded him underneath because it's a short play. I don't know, I was thinking that. But yeah, that's how you put somebody. That's how you manually put a player, at least a defensive alignment, in a spy. Ramsey. Oh, that's not okay. Now, if you want to do a lineman, you would click double tap the right and then click A or X, and then you click the thing to the left, and it'll put him in a spy too. Oh, that's a good D. The good thing about this is that I can really show y'all a lot because I got a comfortable lead, 8-0. So if he scores anything, it doesn't matter. But just gives y'all hindsight on what y'all can be capable out here doing. So I'm gonna go in nickel. I'm gonna do this. Double tap the left, and that brings up the lineman. And you click B,
Look
and you
out!
flick the right stick to the left, and it puts him in the spot. But I'm using him right now. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I was using him because I just didn't have enough time because I was taking too long to describe. But normally I don't like to go nickel there for that reason because it leaves a lot of plays open. But I just want to show y'all that, I mean, that is just how y'all do it. So normally I'm so used to it, so I'd already have him in the spy right here. So watch him. Hopefully he rolls out. No. Ooh, good tackles. Okay, this guy's throwing the football though. Respect, respect. Most of the time, he's throwing it short, but I mean, he's trying to make reads. He's trying to get down the field. I respect that type of gameplay. If, I'm playing against somebody like that because a lot of people just try and cheese, run left or right with Lamar or quarterback or something. Look, there he goes. Got the spy, sending him. Boom. You see that? Now, now, now you're gonna have a spy, and then you might play, and then you're gonna see that he's not going for him. You're like, why is he not going for him? Because you have to send him. How do you send him? You send him during the play, and once you have an opening to where it's you and him, and there's a lane where he's starting to roll out. As soon as he starts rolling out, you click the right stick during the play.
Round
During
80!
the play, you click the right stick.
What's that?
He's rolling out. Click the right stick. Look, you see what happens? Forces him. Boom. Game over. You see that? If I didn't never click the right stick, he would have just been back there waiting for somebody to get open. You know what I mean? Now the game's over because he didn't want to make a read. He was too scared to make a read. Just off of those adjustments alone, that's how, I mean, it won me the game. So I ain't fibbing here, man. I really be doing this. So, and obviously you're not gonna win every damn game, bro. I mean, if you lose a game, so what? Learn from it and move on. Don't beat yourself up. Oh God. I'm gonna leave this game. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this game. I don't want to because I just love playing this stuff, but I know this video is probably way longer than I anticipated it to be, but it's gonna be very helpful for those who are looking. I'll tell you that much. So, I mean, let's go over. I'm gonna just give y'all a rundown of what to expect if you're trying to get better at Superstar KO, man. This is coming from the best player in the world, bro. I'm not fibbing. I do this on my own. Got to this leaderboard, climbed it on my own. I got the Madden 26. I got 122 and 122 in Madden 25. That's my streak in there. But this Madden is just different. So I've learned that like playing this, it's just a lot of more sweats this year. A lot of new players, a lot of old players. Like most of these guys on the leaderboard are people from last year, and they made the leaderboard. They just obviously didn't make it as high, but I mean they're fans too. But they just try to climb the leaderboard the best they can, and this is what they've gotten to. Negotiator, transformer. I'm not even gonna get into them because it's not part of the video. You can go look at my last videos and talk about how I describe them. And gotta go, weird guy to me, doctor don't hang out, whoever, whatever, blah blah blah. But yeah, let's go for the rundown. So rundown is team selections. You don't have to play. I'm telling y'all right now. Do not play the way I play. I play the way I play because it's what works for me. It's what I found out to be successful for me. You guys can have a whole different scheme and want to do a million run plays and do nothing but run the ball or just throw streaks down the field with a bazooka quarterback or something. If that's how you play the game, bro, do that. If that's how you win games, do that. You don't have to play like me. Just know that if you are struggling to win more games, there's probably something you're messing up on, and you need to change something up in order to win more games. And that doesn't require you to play like me, but it requires you to learn the game a little better to understand, how to be better. And So just like I was saying, just learn what team you like to use, why, and what plays they got that you're comfortable with using. Um, you don't have to pick. You don't have to pick 500 different plays each play. You can pick the same. You can pick the same play over and over like I do. Just adjust to what your player is doing. You just got to adjust. It really is all. It's all the game comes down to. It's just like playing chess. Um, so yeah, just know what team you like to pick. Personally, I think Dot City's the best team. Um, I can't see any way out. They're really good, in my opinion. But you might like the fundamentals. You might like the record breakers. You might just love GNP. So if it works for you, bro, do that. And I'm saying, just do what makes you comfortable. Now you pick whatever team you got. Sure. Now I described it and explained it and showed it to you guys the best way I could. Make those substitutions, man. I promise you, it will make your day easier. If you make those substitutions and get into having your players, help you make plays and win games. It's such a big help on getting the streak. I mean, I don't just have that streak for nothing, man. And if y'all don't want to put in the wide receivers and in the cornerback position because you think it's like not fair or cheating, that's okay. I don't mind if you want to do it the right way or whatever, however you want to claim it. Go ahead and do that, man. I just know that there's still tips you can take away because you can win without them. I just like to use them because they give me more speed and they give me extra help on the field, and it gives a player an intimidation factor. Like, oh, am I able to really throw the football? And then it makes him, and I like to think that it mentally makes him, fold a little faster. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes most of the time they just like they're just throwing it like they should be, or playing the game. But yeah, player player selections. It's a pretty big one. I think still using a quarterback with a good pass accuracy is a very good trait. It's something you guys should utilize in your team. If I just played decently well without a quarterback there, so long as you know how to use and throw the football in Madden, I think you'll be okay if you don't decide to use a quarterback. But you just make sure you get a decent quarterback that has good pass accuracy. And I hate to say this, but Lamar does not have the best pass accuracy on here, guys. Lamar Jackson. Now you can if you like to use him, run back and forth with him, and do cheese your way. I mean, if that's your way to play, bro, hey, do what you got to do. But I will guarantee you that will not win you a lot of games. I promise you that will not. It'll win you some, but not as much as you probably like. But yeah, just learn to play your abilities. Know who does what. Take account in the rarity of the players, and just know that the team you're going in with, and make sure there's a purpose to why you're picking who and who. And play selections. Make sure you picking good defensive plays all the time. I would say cover four, in my opinion, is the best. You could still run cover four in the other teams because GNP and Record Breakers do not have cover four. But you can adjust to where your team does have cover four. So if you're really good at defensive adjustments, this is what I'm saying. You can still use whatever team because you just have to adjust accordingly. But just make sure you have like those quick fingers. But if you don't, I would recommend fundamentals or Dot City preferably, but because they got cover four set for you. But if you don't really know what defense to run most of the time, make sure you're just sitting in cover four, and then I would say cover four in the start. Once they start getting to like the 40 to 30 yard line, to your 40 and 30 yard line, I would say, oh no, to the once the opponent gets to their 30 and 40 yard line, past the 50, I would say start hitting that cover three, and maybe cover four some. maybe some cover six, mix it in, and then once you hit like 10 yards and in, cover two all the way. 15 yards and in, cover two all the way. Shade underneath, maybe over top, depending on how your player's been playing. Make sure you, if you can, put that QB spy on with the on-field adjustments. Um, and just do and just overall learn your opponent. Every opponent is so different. Every opponent you match with is gonna give you. Sometimes, most of the time, they'll give you something similar to what your opponent did previously or something. But everybody has their own taste. So make sure you understand you're learning your opponent through the game. Understand where he likes to go. Does he like to keep throwing drag routes? Does he keep like throwing 2 yard routes? Does he like to keep throwing to his running back? Does he like to keep throwing it, bombing it with his receiver? Does he like to keep um, just running the football? Just learn your opponent. Learn your opponent and adjust to that and try to do your best to play against what your opponent's giving you. Because like I said, everybody's going to be different. There's not a set way to play everybody. You just gotta know. No, take those risks. Go into maybe your opponent likes to throw short so much that you don't even know that they're scared to throw past 15 yards because they're so scared of to throw an interception, or maybe they're in a high street game where they're just not accepting any high passes. Maybe you have to go into cover two once at like the before the 50-yard line and shade underneath and get that pick. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you gotta make that guess, make that judgment call. So just make sure you're trying to get into what you're doing, and know what you're doing. Just try to think. Just try your best to think. Just like, what is he gonna do? Try to guess. And you know what? Hey, if you do all your best and all else fails, and he ends up getting eight, just go down the field and go get eight yourself. I mean, that's how you gotta fight. Sometimes there's some games you gotta fight. You can't get every game sweet, holly jolly, and just dominate, dominate, dominate. You just can't do it. Even in my high score streak, I had some people getting 8 points on me, a touchdown, or maybe even an interception. I don't think I threw a pick actually, but there are some people who was like playing me well. I had to find a way to adjust to keep winning those games. So everything just know every game ain't gonna be perfect and it ain't gonna go your way. Just every single play. You never know when that play could be the one that you need. So just keep playing. Never give up. Just don't ever give up, bro. Just keep fighting to win. Um, I know a lot of y'all already do that because man, the people I play, woo. Some of the people I play, they're like way out of. They already know they're way out of the game. I'm throwing like, I just threw two 25-yard bombs on them, and they're still trying to play even though they just threw a pick, and I'm about to score a touchdown. I got 20 yards left. Some people just don't give up, and that's good for them. And that should be the same for you because there's people and these people be non-leaderboard players. Some of these non-leaderboard players will really play like it's their Super Bowl on here. It's kind of crazy, but you just got to fight no matter what because some people will just not. They won't quit on you. You have to respect that, understand that, and just finish the game off. No matter how you can do it. But I believe this video has been long enough, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. I really hope you guys can utilize these tips and just flourish the best you can and spread the word. If you got friends who play, be like, hey, I saw this guy. He said you can do this, and that, and just try it out. Don't just be like, I'm just gonna just see what happens. No, if you're just gonna see what happens, you're gonna just see yourself right here, right here, right in the lobby. You're gonna see yourself right in the lobby. So just do your best, bro. If you want to go farther in this shit, I swear to God, it's you know it's just a learning. It's a learning process, no matter who it is. Especially for me, I'm still learning to this day. You see, I ain't perfect. I just lost the game earlier, and I like that because it shows y'all I I ain't perfect. You know, even the best player here in the world in this thing ain't perfect. I make mistakes too. You know, so just be comfortable with yourself when you do make mistakes. Be like, oh man, even the best still can, throw a pick, lose the game. So just don't beat yourself up when you're messing up. Just learn, record, like try to record yourself playing the game, stream your games, or just make clips of your mistakes. Clip your mistakes. If you record your mistakes, you'd be like, "Oh, I did that, but this person was open, or I did that. I should have switched over there, or I could see if I would have chose this play, maybe this cornerback could have played better to that corner route or something." So just learn from your mistakes and just do nothing but get better. So. Like I said, I hope this video really helps out. Please, man, give me at least ah, give me at least 5 likes. Give me 5 likes. I ain't even asking for a lot, man. I've never asked for likes in my video, but this one I'm going to because this is the second year in a row that I'm doing this, and I'm putting everybody on game, and I feel like I'm deserving of it because I'm the best player out here. Trying to show y'all I could be the best player out here and just not say anything. I don't have to give this to y'all. I'm giving this to y'all for free. This is for free. This ain't nothing. This ain't for no price. All I'm asking is just for 5 likes, bro. Just put a thumbs up. Shoot, I'll even do it myself if I gotta add up the like to 5. Just please, if you're watching this, give me a good thumbs up. And oh man, I would greatly appreciate it. Even so, you don't even gotta subscribe. I would love for you to subscribe, but I know I'm just not gonna be your typical person that you want to watch every day. So I understand if you don't, but I would obviously love to click that subscribe button if you want. Who will go a long way. So I just want to be able to uplift Superstar KO, man, because I feel like this game mode has gone so silent, and nobody on the internet talks about it. Nobody hardly even posts anything about this game mode. And this is a game mode I love so much when it came out in Madden 20, and it was obviously it's gone downhill for the most part. They're making somewhat of a better step in the right direction this year, but as a whole, I don't think it's definitely not what it used to be. So if there's just a way like we can get to how it was, or if it's just a way we can make it better, let's do that, man. Let's I'll start a community if you guys are up for it. It doesn't matter. I'll do whatever, man. I just love it. So I hope you guys appreciate what's going on here, and I hope we can get more word spread around this game mode because I know there are fans of this game mode, and it's like we're all shut out and we're pushed aside because I mean this is just not the Madden or competitive type thing, but when it really is, it's like in my opinion like the coolest thing because you're going game to game. You're not getting no breaks. You're not, you're over. Of course, it's overtime rules. It's not like no, whatever, full game experience. But it's like, it just it's still competition because people really come on here and try really hard, and it's not something that's forgotten for sure. But I just want more voice in this in game mode. I want somebody to make this loud, and if I'm the person that's got to do it, I'm okay with it. I'm 100% here for it, and that's what I want to do. I would love to do that, but help you guys watching. You guys got to be there too. You guys make it go a long way just as much as I can. Okay, so let's just grow together, man. So that's all I got for you guys, man. Like I said, I hope you guys liked everything. I hope you learned from it. If there's something that you think that I missed out, or if you guys have any more questions or want to see something different, please let me know in the comment section. I will gladly show you anything that I can. Um, hopefully, we can get a new streak later. I mean, a new higher score later in the future. If not, hey, so be it. But it's your boy Playmaker X hearing from the best. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So I know it was a long one, but it's very informative, and you will not regret watching it. So if you've made it this far, definitely get. Hey, if you've made it this far, put comment yellow, the word yellow in the chat. Comment the word yellow. But um, like I said, thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all hopefully in another one with whatever comes next. Peace, guys.